The trial of Nnamdi Kanu on the 10th of November 2021 at the Abuja High Court has been described as a travesty of justice, clear and flagrant violation of the Nigerian Constitution, as proceedings were characterized by injustice to the defense counsel. All lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu were locked out of the courtroom as the trial was adjourned to January 19, 2022. In an interview, the defense counsel to Nnamdi Kanu were disappointed in the Nigerian judicial system, adding that justice is far from being served.
What we saw today that happened in court today is the height of travesty of justice. Of course, last adjourned date, you all were privy to what happened. How lawyers were restricted from coming inside accessing the court. We have more than 50 lawyers here who are here in solidarity and part of our thing. So we're actually outside trying to resolve it, because when we came to the court, the number of few lawyers you are allowing, they still insisted that they cannot allow the maximum of 5 persons to have access to the court. And you can see, we are more than 8. So, and we have space in court where we're going to sit down. So we are outside trying to resolve it. The court came in and locked us out, all of us. So when our attention was called that the fact we are outside the court, protesting about what they are doing to the lawyers. So they couldn't allow us to go inside. And instead of the court calling our attention of the lead counsel, or even any of us, to find out what actually is going on, because that's what's supposed to be as an arbiter. So the court called our client, what they discussed yet to be made known to us, and also the prosecution, and adjourned the matter to January 15th. When we have an application, January and 19th and 20th of January 2022. Now, this is a person who has medical condition. This is a person who has filed an application challenging the competence of the child, and also the jurisdiction of the court to hear the case. So this application was slated for hearing today. So the court is fully aware that this man has come up for hearing of application before the court today. So ordinarily, the court should have called our attention. Come, if your follow me, listen to you. What is going on here? We have more than 8 or 10 officials of SSS inside the court there. The AG, DPP was represented, is also in court, with about 7 lawyers there in court also for the federal government. So
how many specific that is the DSS?
You're allowing him to land first.
So they said they can only allow about 5 persons only. And we're more than 7 or 8.
This way, sir. This way.
We have people representing several groups in here, lawyers. Bruce Fenn came in fleeing all the way from US. This is Nnamdi Kanu attorney in US and also IPOB attorney. So I've not seen such thing. So the ideal thing for us to do is to go back and re-strategize. Obviously, I don't think we are going to continue with this course. Most likely, we're going to take it off from there, because the court, by virtue of what transpired today, I don't think we still have implicit confidence in the ability of the court to deliver justice in this case.
No,
if I could just interject, could I apologize here? They say my name is Bruce Fenn. I'm Nnamdi Kanu, international lawyer. I'm from the United States. Today was the 5th time I was told I could not enter the courtroom, despite the court's previous order that Nnamdi could have access to any 3 persons he wanted to. I actually had a chance to talk briefly to him.
You're blocking them now. Move back a little.
It's clear 5 times that
you cannot be doing 2 at the same time. You're blocking the camera.
That's the reason why
Choose one.
Proceedings did not transpire today. And I'm here to tell the Nigerians and the international community, I'm taking this now to international tribunals. It's clear that the Nigerian tribunals are compromised. This is the international
Look at the camera, sir.
Working group on arbitrary detention in Geneva, the International Court of Justice
Look at the camera, sir.
The Hague, the ICC in The Hague, and I'll be going to the United States Congress and urging that sanctions be considered against Nigeria for gross violations of fundamental human rights. And there's no more fundamental right than a right to access to lawyers in a criminal case. It's enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution. It's enshrined in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. It's enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's a basic principle of civilization. If you're accused of a crime, you have a right to counsel. And he's been denied access to me 5 times. And I'm here not to be an irritant. There are huge international law issues that are present in Nnamdi Kanu's case. You all know this kidnapping in Kenya, the extraordinary rendition to Nigeria just being one of them. So I'm here because I'm an international law expert to provide more enlightenment on what legal issues are present here. I'm not here to just try to create a problem or to create some kind of irritation. And yet I've been denied 5 times. What am I a threat about? I have not acted in any way that's disruptive. I've been courteous, provided identity that they've asked for, and every single occasion, Mr. Fine, you can't visit him. It's clear that I am the reason why we were locked out of court today.
Okay, let me interject briefly. as a special counsel, we consider what happened today as a clear and flagrant violation of Section 36.
Excuse.
Which is his right.
Make Kanu come out now.
So, in our opinion as lawyers, we think
You're done one well.
it cannot stand in law that you will lock lawyers outside, counsels outside, who you know as a court are present. You lock them outside because of a mild disagreement, you lock them out, and then you maroon our client. Somebody that was rendition since June, you maroon him inside the court without counsel, you speak with him, and then you adjourn the case in a summary manner to 19th and 20th of January. It's unfair, and he's in detention. Okay, and his health is not in the best. He's not in the best health condition. So this is something that we are going to go back to drawing board, and we are going to come out with very strong countervailing legal and judicial challenges to the travesty of justice that happened in court today. Thank you.
Excuse me, I am
Lawyer
the
Ejima,
lawyer.
special counsel.
I am the lawyer to Ohaneze Ndigbo. A very strong delegation came from the east. The traditional ruler sent a 10-man delegation. Ohaneze sent a large delegation led by Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife. As I'm speaking to you, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, the former governor of Anambra State, Ezigbo of Abuja, all of them, they are all outside. Now, what happened today, I will call it a travesty. Travesty because justice must not only be done, but must be seen to have been done. And I can tell you without any fear of contradiction, there was no trial known to law. If those who determined those who entered the court, of course, was also the prosecutor. When we came here, the prosecuting team walked in with a swagger and nobody stopped them. But for us today, I had to pass through 7 checkpoints. At each place, they had to screen me. And there I was watching the team of lawyers for the prosecution swaggering in. That's not justice.
On behalf
I
of
can
the
say this.
on behalf of the Turkey, I'm the chairman of the Turkey on litigation. On behalf of the Turkey, we are highly disappointed on what happened today. And we assure you people that we are going to use all the legal arsenal to make sure we checkmate what happens today. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, you've heard it from the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu. They are expressing their grievances over what they call shutting out of the lawyer representing Nnamdi Kanu from the US. And the lawyer, of course, said that this is the 5th time that he has been shut out from participating in the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. And according to them, when the matter was announced and the lawyer to the federal government announced presence, they were not on seat. The court adjourned the matter to January 19 and 20 for continuation. So this is what has happened in the Federal High Court today. We hope that at the next adjourned date, we shall also, of course, be bringing you details like we always do. And just stay tuned to independent television and radio, ITV radio, for other programs, as you can, of course, also go through some of the news and programs that we have done and are on this platform. You can watch, continue to like our program and share to many, many people that do not have, update of what happened today in court as it concerns the trial of Nnamdi Kanu.